Hey, if you're feeling like the stance that you have had for a while now is starting to feel really gross, you can change your mind. It's okay. It's okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is video number 2 of the short video experiment. I'm going to try and push out this video as quickly as possible. Reason being is the segments that I have here were recorded 2 days ago now at this point, and I do have some newer, fresher clips that I would like to get to. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into it.
I was re-watching that clip where Donald Trump is talking about the purge and basically pitching the purge, and I think we're misunderstanding it, and I think it's actually a lot scarier than purge, honestly. He's not talking about a very scary, violent night where everyone gets to go around breaking the law like in the purge. What he's pitching is one night or 1 hour where police basically get to do their own purge on citizens. They get to kill whoever they want, and then we will all fall in line after that.
I never had the privilege of going to Epstein's Island. I never had the privilege of going to Epstein's Island.
But Obama deported way more people. They called him deporter-in-chief. Obama deported over 3.1 million people. Biden deported over 4.4 million people. Not once did either one need troops in the street in order to get that done. Both also follow the Constitution and gave them due process. They also didn't generalize all Latinos as criminals. They also didn't start going after U.S. citizens. They also didn't start selling their own merchandise or want to become the first dictator in the U.S.
You have good genes, but you burn in the sun. Why is that always overlooked?
Remember how Biden got elected because 1 million people died of COVID because of Trump's negligence in medical knowledge? And remember how Donald Trump just passed a bill that's going to cut SNAP? So, a lot of Trump voters are good.
Does it strike anybody else as strange that the MAGA maggots are okay with people who work for ICE wearing masks, but yet these are the same people that bitched and moaned when the government said wearing masks during COVID was mandated? I'm just asking.
I want to sincerely apologize to MAGA. I should have fucking called your dumb fucking asses out a long fucking time ago. You guys are a bunch of racist pieces of shit. Fucking garbage cave dwellers. You guys shouldn't be allowed in fucking society. In fact, you should be in a cave, and that cave should fucking collapse in and never fucking let you out. Your men are fucking racist dogs, pieces of shit, and the women, how fucking dare you? You guys are disgusting. You're more disgusting than the men because you're fucking rolling over on your own fucking rights and letting other women get trashed because you guys want to be fucking cis-ass bullshit fucking Barbie trad wives. Go fuck yourself. Every fucking last one of you. You will never fucking be forgiven. Garbage trash whores.
Well, she pulled out all the bells and whistles. She pulled out every wild card, every liberal hit word, every trigger word that you can have in the liberal library was in that little clip right there. It must suck to be that angry inside of your head. How were you liberals out there? Any liberal, if somebody could answer me in the comments, please do. How was your frame of thought before Donald Trump came down that escalator? Before MAGA was a thing? There's no way that you were pleasant people. Absolutely no way whatsoever. This is like Pandora's box. It got opened up, this beast came out of all of you, TDS was born, and we just call it TDS, but it's something that's always been there. You guys have always been easy to trigger. for sure. There's no way in hell this is just because of Donald Trump that this happened. It's something that's been in that closet of yours. All he did was take the door off and show it to the world, but it's always been in there. This weird, strange worldview. The woke ideology was just so easy to influence and program your brains with. But the vulgarity, the racism, absolute racism. Again, guys, racism doesn't always just have to be about skin color. She completely cannot stand the culture of MAGA. People who just want to make your country great again. Have you ever seen anybody who's MAGA, anybody who's conservative, anybody who votes Republican, anybody who leans to the right, be this vulgar, have such violent tendencies towards another person? No, this is a complete leftist thing. This is a pure and obvious, clear sign of mental illness. It just makes no sense. As grown liberal adults who claim to have such critical thought, such pattern recognition, some of my favorite words out of the liberal library, how can you not see it? How could you not see that this is a problem? How could you not see that this is not normal? I think even if you guys do and say, well, yeah, it's not normal, but it's only because of you guys. And no, you can't live life blaming your faults on others. This is something that's embedded into liberal culture. So if this is the culture that I was stuck living in, if I was a liberal, the choices are clear. There's only two of them. It's either you try and change the culture, you try and fix liberalism, which I think it's kind of gone too far, and I don't know if there is any fixing of it, or you jump ship. But to actually stay and be part of it, that's just sad. It's not normal. So whether it comes down to uncontrollable rage, whether it comes down to mental illness, you got to face the facts. This is a terrible strategy. It's definitely not a winning strategy. You guys are definitely not going to win over your country doing the actions that you're doing now. You're on the wrong side of history, and it's time for a new game plan. Because the current game plan, the trajectory, I can't say that word. Because the current game plan, the direction that you're going in now, is nothing more than a long, lonely road that leads to a town called nowhere.
No one after the election became MAGA. Whoever was MAGA is already MAGA, right? If anything, they're losing MAGA people now. After the election and after his inauguration, no one is like, what's happening is rad right now. I'm going to convert to that. In the people that were supporting him, there's people that still support him. But if anything, those people are dropping off. The numbers are on our side, and the numbers continue to grow on our side. They are systematically offending every single population there is. Immigrants, veterans, women, mental health, like every single, they will inevitably hit every single group and offend them horrifically. They will only continue to lose their supporters. They will never gain supporters at this point. The damage has been done. So we are winning. The numbers are on our side.
I never had the privilege of going to Epstein's Island. I never had the privilege of going to Epstein's Island. I'm gonna walk into traffic.
My body's composition is determined by my genes. Hey, eyes up here.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
I'm so glad people are outraged over that Sydney Sweeney America Eagle ad, because I have hated that little white devil since I found out she was from Spokane and her family from the Idaho Panhandle. That is as West Coast Klan country as it gets, and she is proudly the KKK queen.
She needs to be impeached. She needs to be impeached. Send her mass. Couple times. And then a couple more once he's laying down. That's what we need for a lot of the people up there. But I'll keep it nice.
So some guy who's one of the owners of Trump Burger is, well, he's being detained and deported. You can't make this shit up. Oh my God, these people are so fucking ignorant. It's fun.
Wake up, America. Your silence is killing us, and we're done dying quietly. They didn't just raise us to obey. They raised us to protect the men who broke us. to cover for them, to clean up after them, to bleed for them, and then say thank you for the pain. They told us good women forgive, good women stay, good women never ruin a man's name. They never taught us how to save ourselves, only him. And white women, we listened. We stood in front of monsters and called it love. We called it loyalty. We defended them in courtrooms, in classrooms, in bedrooms. We played nice. We stayed small. We silenced each other for them. But now we know. So white women, this is our legacy, unless you choose something different. The time to be scared is over. The time to be liked is over. The time to rise is now. They want us obedient, then we scream. They want us pretty, then we get ugly. They want us quiet, then we roar. No more shielding predators. No more voting for abusers. No more not all men when it's your man, your brother, your pastor, your son. And if you're still protecting him, you're not just part of the system, you're the reason it keeps finding new victims. These men ain't shit. And if you're still standing in the way, then you've already chosen your side.
Okay, that's a lot that she had to say there. It's like she's trying to jump up and get some type of feminist revolution happening here. The funny thing is, just a few days ago, you guys probably seen the clip because I'm sure some other channel similar to mine played it. That's why I haven't played it as of yet. I was a few days behind on her clip where she was coming down to tears, talking about how she's scared and had to do with finances. And then by the end of the clip, she was saying that she wanted Kamala to win, but not for Kamala because she's from Minnesota and she knows what type of true man Tim Walz is. But now, just a few short days later, it seems like she reached down deep into the pit of her stomach and found a ball of courage, and she's ready to fight for feminism. Now, what's funny here is feminists always want to point out just how bad men are. They want to talk about toxic masculinity and all the abuse that men have put them through. But you true feminist women, the ones that have neutered your men, the main reason why there's such a lack of true men on the liberal side, how could you not honestly see what you guys are doing? And how can you honestly not see how lost, this would bother the shit out of you guys, how lost you would be without men in your lives? Because one thing I'll tell you, yeah, there's feminists out there that can do their thing. They can be independent. They can make their money. They have no idea what to do if their car breaks down. They have no idea how to fix a leak on a sink. They have no idea how to lift up something that might be just a little bit too heavy. They have no idea how to reshingle a roof. They have no idea on how to do probably about 2,000 different crucial jobs that take place all over the globe. But as far as they're concerned, because their life is actually still comfortable, whether they want to admit it or not, their life is still comfortable because of the actions of men that are not in their immediate life. They are truly convinced that they don't need men in their life, that the world can run under female rule. But no, all they see is what they label it as, toxic masculinity. Yet they do not realize just how incredibly, much more than masculinity, just how incredibly toxic feminism is. If you don't believe that you need a man in your life, obviously in your youthful years, while you still have some looks on your side, you obviously don't feel that you need to start a family, that you don't have plans to have children. But one day, as you grow older and mature a little bit, that time will come where you will have that void that needs to be filled. When you finally do wake up, it might be too late. You might not be capable of having children anymore. So what are you going to do? You're going to fill that void with either a cat or a plant, perhaps a little puppy dog. Many of you already do this and you're not even aware of it, but that's the void that you're filling. There's an empty spot that's there, and you're in a severe case of denial about that. But that has to do with your natural calling, our natural instincts: man, woman, family, child. But let's be honest here, just like the woke culture was an epic fail. A lot of people are still in denial about that, but the same thing with the feminist culture. It's a complete epic failure. Yet, you guys are in massive denial about that. You just can't see it yet, but one day you will. And even when you do, you may not admit it to yourself. You see, the difference is between men and women. When I say men and women, I'm talking about the misogynistic men, the toxic masculinity, compared to what I'm going to call the toxic feminists, is we have a clear understanding. It's basic common sense that we cannot survive without women. You women, the toxic women, are fooling yourselves thinking that you don't need men. We can have a society without men. It will be like a utopia. But truth is, it will be far from a utopia. You cannot have a society without man, woman, family, child. Us men understand this. We do not think a society of just men would be a utopia. That would be, in one generation, everybody's gone. We are built differently and we are wired differently. Women react to certain situations much better than men do. Men react to certain situations much better than women do. This is why they make the perfect pair. This is why they make the perfect team. This is why God intended it this way. Now, chances are most of you feminists out there are not really big believers in Christ, but at the end of the day, you cannot really argue with Mother Nature. You cannot really prove Mother Nature wrong. Society does not exist if men and women do not get along with each other. So I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's usually the feminists that say, oh, there's a male loneliness epidemic. No, that's not true whatsoever. I don't really see many men out there making videos talking about how lonely they are. I only see liberal feminists making videos claiming men are lonely. And the truth is, to you feminists out there, you might not be lonely now, but if you don't change your ways, you will be. Alright guys, that is it for this one. If you guys are new to the channel and you're not subscribed as of yet, please consider doing so. If not, if you can like the video, share the video, pass it around, interact in one way or another, that'll be greatly appreciated. And until next time, I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys.
Fascists are unfunny and uncreative, and I think the Sydney Sweeney ad perfectly exemplifies that. Let's talk about it while I have my iced coffee. Beyond being egregious and offensive for a lot of reasons, I think it's just fucking boring and lazy and uncreative and unfunny, and it sounds like something ChatGPT wrote and nobody just thought to raise their hand and was like, yo, this is gonna be a problem. It's the most obvious double entendre that you could make with denim. And that's not to say that you can make pro-eugenics and pro-Nazi propaganda, you just have to be funny about it. No. What I'm saying is that fascists, far-right Republicans, are inherently incapable of being funny and being creative and of making art and of being humorous and being satirical, which is required in advertising and which is required in marketing. You have to be able to see the nuance, the gray area. You have to be able to have empathy, to be able to put yourself in other people's shoes, to be able to read the fucking room. And fascists can't fucking do that because they have a myopic worldview that is like in service of one mission and one mission only. They can only mock and they can only punch down. They can't satirize. So whether or not fascists made the ad or the ad creative team made it to appeal to fascists doesn't fucking matter. The end result is the same. It's fucking boring. It's obvious. Beyond being offensive, it's just